Hey everybody, it's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. Welcome to my channel. Today's video, I have 4 cruise stories for you today. We're going to talk about the Seabourn Cruise Line, Disney Cruises, Norwegian Cruise Line, and P&O. Lots of news coming out today. The date is June the 2nd, 2020, and I've got updates. Thank you for your support of my channel. Love the fact that you're subscribing to Traveling with Bruce, giving my videos thumbs ups, joining me on my Facebook group page and on Instagram. And thank you all of you for visiting the Redbubble store. The link is down below. Picking up some Bruce, Traveling with Bruce items, TWB items with all kinds of logos. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. All right, let's get into this. Seabourn is where I want to start. Here's an image that would cost you a fortune if you just flew here, spent a couple of weeks, took a picture and went home. What a beautiful place this is. Monaco, Monte Carlo. This is a photo that has been taken just around the time they have the Grand Prix. You can see the grandstand at the very bottom of the image there. All the vessels in the harbor, and just outside the harbor, everyone is coming in to enjoy the Grand Prix in Monaco. And that is a bucket list for me, I'll tell you. Boy, would I love to see that someday. Seabourn made an announcement today. They are giving a bonus commission to travel agents that are booking cruises on the Seabourn Cruise Line. If you're a travel agent, you're going to receive a 4% bonus commission for any bookings that you make into 2021. These would apply to Alaska cruises, European cruises, and Canada, New England sailings. And these are not cheap cruises to book. Of course, we're talking about Seabourn. This is a 6-star cruise line. It's the best of the best. What's good about this and what's bad about this? I was wondering to myself, what's the good thing about having a 4% bonus bonus commission to travel agents? And well, the number one thing that's good is it's for the cruise lines good. It's a smart move by Seabourn because they're getting bookings. They're encouraging agents to make bookings, which brings in deposit cash, and that's a positive thing. It also helps the cruise line determine how popular their cruises are going forward. The agent, of course, it's great for travel agents because they're being paid right now to work by helping clients decide which cruise to take, and by booking a customer into a sailing on a Seabourn cruise, they know they're going to be treated right, and the agent is being paid for their time during really in the middle of a pandemic and a shutdown. For the passengers, this is a great move because they can now book with confidence with their travel agent going forward. Even in the middle of a lockdown, they know they're going to be going on a cruise, and they're all set. The bad thing, I guess, maybe the agent might push the client a little harder to go into this brand of a cruise company, pushing him towards Seabourn rather than someone else. Maybe there's a better cruise for this individual rather than this one. And the other bad thing could be I'm noticing there's no automatic travel and medical insurance offered in the cruise price. Passengers on their own if they get ill, and it can be quite expensive. But that's just me thinking aloud. The second story, the Disney Cruise Line, they have made an announcement today that because of the virus and the length of the shutdowns and all the restrictions out there, they are extending the cruise credits that they have offered all of their passengers over the last number of months. These cruise credits going forward are now good until March 31st, 2022. That's almost 2 years of time that Disney is giving its customers time to think about a cruise in the future. No rush to have to book now, because what is the reality of the scenario here? In January, the pandemic was confirmed. By March, sailings were canceled. Here we are in June. There are no sailings. There won't be any until at least September, October, and that's if everything goes perfectly. Disney is thinking, well, people are going to need time after the fall to decide when they're going to take their cruise. Plus, there aren't that many cruises available on Disney right now anyway, because of the fact that Disney cruises usually go out pretty well at capacity. So anyone who got a credit in the last 4 or 5 months, they're going to need almost 2 years to actually be able to book a cruise on Disney. The power of this brand is undeniable. The loyalty of its client base is unshakable. And Disney has got to give people more time to use the credits because they, frankly, won't be able to find a cruise to use them on if they kept them restricted to only, say, a year's time. So good move on Disney's part, looking after their clientele. The third story here, it's about Norwegian Cruise Lines. The Norwegian folks are trying to bravely move ahead here. They're trying to convince their customers that they're going to be sailing sooner rather than later, despite the fact that the CDC has not given any approval to any cruise line to start sailing out of U.S. ports until July 24th. And the fact is that there's a strong belief that the CDC is going to extend the no-sail date into September, even October. Nonetheless, Norwegian is going ahead and talking about starting to sail July 1. They feel that they can start sailing July 1. They're not going to start sailing July 1. If they start sailing, it'll be August 1, and we are hearing that only 5 ships are really going to be in play. The Encore, the ship you're looking at, might be one of them. The Bliss might be another. But Norwegian has decided to be aggressive and be proactive and come out and tell the world what it's going to be like if you're going to go on a cruise on Norwegian. And what they're saying here is a glimpse into the future is they're looking at performing frequent touchless temperature checks on passengers. I suspect this means when you get to the port for embarkation, they'll check your temperature. I know they're installing thermal cameras in a lot of these cruise ports, by the way, throughout the U.S., but they're going to want to do temperature checks when you get on board. They'll likely do temperature checks once a day if you're going into a restaurant. They'll likely do temperature checks when you're disembarking at a port and when you're coming back on the ship. They're talking about the staff on board. They will be serving you when you go to the buffet. So you'll still see a buffet. There might be more glass in the buffet to separate you from the food. You now cannot serve yourself. It'll be served for you. They're talking about upgrading the air filtration systems to a high medical grade with special filters. They're bragging about that right now. They're talking about staggered check-in times to limit the number of people that'll gather in a cluster. They're talking about reduced capacity in the public areas. So they're going to have crowd control perhaps in the casino, perhaps on pool decks, maybe crowd control in the showrooms. The restaurant capacities will be limited. So when you're making a reservation on the Encore or the Bliss or the Getaway or some of these other ships, these bigger ships, you may find that if they don't reduce capacity by much, you might find that your dinner time may not be as easily attainable as it was in the past. We'll have to see how this plays out. Enhanced cleaning protocols have been announced. They're going to really bring out the cleaning crew during the daytime. They're going to be working on all the handrails, all the buttons on the elevators, any door handles anywhere, the public bathrooms, even hallway handrails. I mean, you're going to see staff everywhere. If Norwegian gets its way, this is what's going to be happening. What they didn't mention was, will there be medical letters of health and fitness needed to get on board? What kind of occupancy level are we talking about? 100%, 75, 50, 25%? Travel and medical insurance, will it be included in your cruise fare, or are you still on your own? How are they going to handle any kind of a virus if there is an outbreak? Are they going to put in a 14-day quarantine protocol for any passengers on board the ship, or how can they return to a port if someone returns with the positive result? I don't know how this is going to go. And will spas on board Norwegian ships be open or closed going forward? After all, if you buy a spa pass as an adult, you're going into the steam room, the sauna, the dry sauna, the whirlpool areas, and those beautiful ceramic heated loungers. Are you going to have to wear a face mask in these spas? Are you going to have to wear a face mask throughout the entire spa experience or on board the ship, period? And what about the staff? Are they going to be masked as well? A lot of questions. We don't know the answers yet. We're waiting to see what happens. Other news, P&O, they have announced that they have extended their cruise shutdown from the August time frame now to October the 15th. They've gone another couple of months. This is in the UK, and there is no delivery date set for the delivery of the Iona. We still do not know when the Iona is going to be formally handed over to P&O. This is a cruise line owned by Carnival, and lots of speculation there, but it is official. P&O will now not sail until October 15. That means the entire summer season is gone for the UK season, and a whole bunch of UK travelers will be disappointed in this one. And of course, those folks who lost their cruises will now get credits and will go forward and will have to book going forward on cruises down the line. And it's a shame, but that is the way it is, and I think that is the smart thing to be doing. There you have it. 4 cruise stories for you today. The Disney Cruise Line, Seabourn, Norwegian, P&O. Lots happening, lots going on, lots to wonder about. We'll stay on top of these developments and all the other cruise news as it happens. I'll keep you posted as we see and know more. In the meantime, everyone, stay warm, stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you for your support of my channel. We'll keep you posted on what's going on. Talk to you later. Bye for now.